Cause I know we got club bangers on this bitch. And I don't need no stinky niggas throwing their hands up, smell like a whole, what they call that, Dutchman.
What's good? This is so special. I got a legendary guest with me from Flint, Michigan, a producer, an entrepreneur, a hard worker, a go-getter. We got JuiseBeatz.
What's up? What's up?
So how long you been doing music?
If we talking about being music, like in music period, I started in Beat Your Band. And went from Beat Your Band to playing organ.
If people don't, let people know where Beat Your is if they don't know.
Oh, okay. Beat Your is like right, when I say right outside, it's right outside of Flint. It's a whole different world though, you know what I'm saying? You know, so that's where my bros from, YSR Grams, Crispy Life Kid, Y&J. That's you know, Shotty Jones, that's Beecher, you know what I'm saying? So super Shotty. But yeah, so that's where I was, you know, born and you know, raised at. And I started out in the band there, went from there to playing the organ at church, and you know, took a few piano lessons, and you know, and from there just, you know, I started rapping.
Yeah.
And once I became a rapper, I found out about producing, and I fell in love with that.
Okay. So when did you ever know, like, okay, I want to make this a career, I want to make money off of this? Because I know when you started, you wasn't necessarily just making money off rip. Like, it started out as a passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how did you know, like, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to stick with?
I fell in love with the creation process of making a beat. The starting from nothing, you know, because all this is it's all the same thing, and I you know, I'm gonna break it down to you by what I mean by that. It's so many ways, like in hustling. When you're a hustler, you start from nothing,
Right.
and you come up. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing when I fell in love with the creation process of beats, like just starting from scratch, putting the melody in there, and you know, the 808s, and just creating something from scratch and really making a nice, you know, sound out of it. It amazed me, you know, when I started doing it myself. So it's like, damn, like I like this more than writing and rapping it. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the behind, you know, the behind the scenes, the engineering, the recording, you know,
longevity in that too. For sure.
Definitely longevity. You would get paid as a producer before you would get paid if you know, as a rapper. The money come quicker than it do.
Was it any producers in the Flint area that you kind of like, oh, they sweet, or I like the way they move?
I'm gonna tell you.
If anybody.
I'm gonna tell you. Bam on the beat. That's who the one introduced me. We was some young niggas. We was like 16, you know, 17, and he came. We was rapping. He went to Atlanta, and he came back with this program called Fruity Loops. And when he told me about it, I'm like, Fruit Loops? Like, what is that? You know, Fruity Loops. Right. So he's like, bro, you can make your beats and blah, blah, blah. Man, he changed my life when he did. They created a monster. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once he introduced that to me, and I started cooking up and making beats, and, you know, the rest was history after that.
Do you remember your first sale, your first beat that you sold?
The first beat I sold. Yeah. The first beat I sold was to Louis Ray.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was with this group called Camp 810.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Fat Jordan, you know, all them over there doing their thing. But I used to be with them, and you know, they're my bros, you know what I'm saying, my brothers or whatever like that. And Louis Ray came in the studio and said, Juice, I need you to make this beat. It sound like this. And he pulled it up on YouTube. He like, can you remake this in your own type of way? I'm like, yeah. So he sat right there. I clicked on Fruity Loops, and I cooked it up right there in front of him. Just cooked it up. And he was so shocked, like, he called Fat Jordan, like, bro, this nigga just cooked this bitch up right here in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was shocked at that shit, but it's called Loaded. I forgot which mixtape it's on, but it's one of his earlier projects. It was called Loaded, though.
So you don't really remember what year?
Ooh, that had to be shit.
2015, 16.
That had to be like 2004, 14 or something. That had to be almost 10 years ago, maybe like 19 years ago. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is most recently I seen you do some beats for Clarissa Shields, the GWOAT.
Yep, that's my sis right there.
It's crazy because I remember when I was younger, you stayed in the villa in Beecher, and I'll go over there after school or whatever like that, and I'll always see her walking across the apartment complex. And I remember you always saying like, "Oh yeah, she boxed." I thought you was just joking or whatever like that. But it's just crazy how far people come with consistency. Yeah, you know what I mean? Things come full circle a lot of times, and that was just always dope. I'm like, man, that's legendary. You know what I mean? Like if you know, you know. If you know, what I mean?
And it's crazy because me and her definitely been knowing each other our whole life.
And she could have went to anybody in the world at this point.
Anybody.
You know what I mean? Even if you're doing the beat for free, like that's leg work. That's exposure for you. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't look at stuff like that, but you got to lose to win regardless. I
will say this. Me working with her has opened a tremendous amount of doors in the industry.
Quiet, loud, it don't.
Like
it's coming.
It's been a lot of from Lil Meech from BMF inboxing me on Instagram to me chopping it up with DMX before he passed away to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, it opened a lot of doors, a lot of people. Money Man, he a new rapper, you know what I'm saying? And these are just from them seeing me on her timeline or in her story on Instagram. They're like, man, what producer is that? Because, she don't rap.
Because people don't realize there's a lot of people in the world. Yeah. So it's like if you stay consistent, whether you flooding people DMs, all it takes is that one play. So I commend you for just staying consistent and just doing what doing what you love for real. So it's like it don't even. I mean, it probably can get frustrating like anything.
Definitely. Anything. That's any hustle though.
Yeah, for sure.
It ain't always gonna be, sunshine and Jolly Ranchers.
Right.
You're gonna have them times when beers are slow. Customers that the bullshitting, people trying to play with you, play with your money, play with your time. That's every hustle though. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you gotta be built for.
Right. And you gotta love what you do to know like, okay, this is
gotta
what
love what
but
you
I
do.
can live with that though.
Yeah, you gotta love what you do.
You can't let nobody take money away from you or stop what you love to do.
No sir.
You know what I mean?
No sir. No at all. So that's my biggest thing too, like we all, go through our little ruts or whatever like that, but I don't let the struggle define nothing, you know what I'm saying? We gonna come out on top every time, you know what I'm saying? And if we don't, then it wasn't meant, you know what I'm saying? So I found me a passion, locked in with it, and that's another thing, when you find something you love, you gotta treat it like oxygen. You know what I'm saying?
Eat,
like
breathe, and sleep.
You gotta eat, breathe, sleep. Yeah, consistency is the biggest thing because you can't get nothing but better if you keep doing something. You know what I'm saying? If I keep throwing, if I ball up a piece of paper and I keep throwing it across the yard trying to get it to land in the trash can, eventually,
you gonna hit
it's gonna go in because consistency. You practice it. Practice make perfect. So that's what I did. I found me a craft. I mastered it. I made sure this was what I wanted to do, and I just locked in.
Would you say, during the pandemic, when it really took off for you and you seen like, okay, it's happening?
The pandemic turned me up. Yeah. It definitely turned me up. Just like it turned everybody up. You feel me? Like
any hustler, if you a hustler,
it turned, and what I mean by it turned me up is like everybody, you gotta think, bro, everybody had money then.
Yeah, for
everybody
sure.
was spending.
And what you did with your money was on you.
On you. Everybody was spending. Even if you wasn't a rapper before the pandemic, you was a rapper then. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So people was investing in themselves. They was doing, everybody felt good. Everybody had money. So I say 2020, I stepped it up a notch because it's like it was simple math. I got a product that rappers want. Yeah. Now all the rappers really got money for real. Yeah. Let me tap into these beats, get these sounding good, because all I gotta do is post it. Yeah. And I know somebody, oh shit, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely turned me up.
Do you have to deal with any politics in your city? Would you say like, okay, no, I can't work with this person, or you don't have to get into details on,
it's certain people that I refuse. Now I'll work with them, but it's it's certain people that I don't really be. They can't get me in person because of the it might be the company they keep. It might be what I'm saying. It's like you said, politics. It's certain things that I don't want to associate with because it might be you might have a problem with somebody on my side. I can't be caught in the middle of that, so I'm gonna just what I'm saying. So it's certain people that I work with, but it'll be virtually. Yeah, I'll send you a beat. You send me the money. Blah blah blah. What kind of beat you need? Blah 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 blah. But just linking up in the studio, and it's funny because everybody will tell you that about me. Like, man, JuiseBeatz, it's hard to get him out, man. Yeah. But if you get him out, though, if I step out, we gonna work and stuff like that.
That's part of the game. You gotta put like I always tell people like the internet cool and stuff, but I like face to face because I have we'll get to a lot with a face to face conversation. Yeah,
chemistry,
for sure. So I had a situation where I was staying outside of Detroit, and I knew a lot of guys from the city of Detroit and everything like that. And I remember a dude that I worked with, he had been locked up before, and he was like, what's his name, Bagman Key.
Yeah, I work with him.
Yep, and I always remember that from being on Cherry Line a lot. I was always see y'all politicking and networking and stuff like that. Yeah. And it was just dope. It's like, this was before like the pandemic where Flint was hot, so it was like, dang, what y'all, like, a lot of times I don't have conversations about certain things with people because a lot of times people not gonna know what I'm talking about. Exactly. Like when you talk about the Flints, the Pontiacs, the east side of Detroit, I've been to a lot of these places, and it's always dope. They got a thing called Walk a Mile that's based in Detroit, and they recently did one with like Louis Ray, Crispy Life, and a couple other people, and it's just dope that the world get to see what I've been seeing for years, like whether it be in the Inkster or just these little places. I'm like, this what I ain't gotta say too much. Like this, y'all see? I seen Louis Rapes one time. He was like, what'd he say? He was like, people don't really know fucked up for real. That's why, like, even for me, like, it just was always easy to me when I go to these different places. You know what I mean? And even with y'all doing y'all thing from the computer, y'all can invest in Flint. Y'all can flip y'all money. Y'all can do different things now. So it's like, it's always dope. I'm like, okay, people get it now for real. Like, so it's just always dope. And like when people just, they get to see what Flint about. Like, what you know about this person? Like, they ask now, you know what I mean? And that's always dope.
I know that exact feeling because when I stayed in Ohio, I stayed in Ohio for about 2 years in Columbus, Ohio. And, I was trying to get them to understand where I was from. Like, Detroit, Flint, Beecher, telling them the difference. I'm from Beecher. I was raised in Flint. Like, but that's not Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So, and they would try to get it as much as they can, but they didn't see it. They would hear things, but so
that's what a lot of people, they hear stuff, but they don't really.
Yeah, so for the rappers that the YNJs, the Crispy Life Kids, Grams, Grindhard E, Rio, the Young OG, of course, RMC Mike, them, to put on for the city and to put on for the hood and stuff like that, they really gave the world a place to view now. Like, they didn't understand what it, you know what I'm saying? Now they get a taste of it.
Somebody asked me, like, they was like, because I never would have thought people knew what Chatty is. One time a nigga was like, man, because YNJ was coming to Toledo or something like that. And he was like, bro, what do Chatty mean? And I explained it or whatever like that. And then the next few days, he's like, man, these niggas chatty out here. They just kept saying it, but it just make me smile because I'm like, dog, people have never, I never would have thought people you know what I mean? But now it's like with social media, people can visualize it. You know what I mean? Like it's.
You shaking it.
Oh, my
fault. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Well, you good.
But yeah, that shit crazy though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No doubt. You know what I mean? Like it's a place.
And that's a good feeling.
People looking, Yeah,
it's a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I love the fact that, when I go out of town, I can say I'm from Flint. And the first thing they say is, oh yeah, we're YNJ and all them, or I'm from Beach, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
Yeah. And when they show it, it's like, man, I really know somebody over there, or you know, just because they broadcast, and it's like, yeah.
It's dope to me because I work with all of them. I work with Rio, Crispy Life Kid, Y&J, Grams, Louis Ray. You know what I'm saying? So I done work with the big time names and stuff like that. So that's a great feeling too. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with all them niggas. Them my brothers.
You see, like the leg work a lot. Everybody put in.
Yeah, I definitely, especially Louis Ray.
Yeah.
It's his journey special to me because I was there.
Yeah.
I seen the ups, downs, the fallouts. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there. You know what I'm saying?
He talk real hustle too.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah. For sure.
Most definitely. So, what do you plan to do with producing? Like, what's your long game? What you investing more?
Investing.
What you really looking like a studio? Like, what's the?
What I want to do is eventually. What I want to do is I want to open up a studio for only like for the youth.
Okay, yeah.
You know, because that's first of all the future, like everybody say, but just because I come from a place where you barely make it out of the youth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, that's
so
real thing.
I be trying to give them. I want to give them something to do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids be wanting to try music and stuff like that, but there's so many people doing it and they get discouraged. And so I just want to open up a place with a few rooms and studios in there to where we could teach them how to engineer, record, produce, rap, write songs. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that's eventually what I want to do. But as far as the work I'm doing now, investing. I'm putting out albums and projects. I got JuiceBeatz Volume 2 that came out last year. I got Volume 3, JuiceBeatz Volume 3 coming out at the end of this month. You know what I'm saying? So,
if it was one Flint artist you would say that you would want to work with out here that you haven't, if it's something whether it's a big name, a little name, like it really don't matter, but you've been hearing.
Babyface E.
Babyface E. Oh yeah, he up and coming. Sure.
I never.
I mean, he probably here already. Like I think.
No, yeah, he just got signed. He here.
Oh,
yeah, he just got signed. Yeah, he there.
Anybody that somebody don't know that you just been hearing, like, man, what's this? People got them places, but you see where you want somebody to like, man.
You want to know? Her name Low Sprinkle.
A female.
Guess who it is?
Who?
Alex.
That was over Granny House?
Alex.
Oh,
yep.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She on Volume 3.
For real?
I got the song and everything.
Was
Dopest
she
artist coming out of, I don't know what to call it. This shit different.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And trust me, it's going to be on Volume 3. So y'all.
That's crazy.
And I done played it to people that's in the industry with me, in the Flint district. Like Bam on the Beat, Bud Wade,
that's crazy.
Niecy Lene, and the first thing they say is, bro, she's something different.
For real?
Man, when I say this girl cold, she nasty, man.
That's crazy.
So yeah. That's who upcoming that nobody has heard her but me. And she finna take off for sure.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. For real?
I swear to God.
Oh yeah. So what's her name? Say the name?
Low Sprinkles. Low Sprinkle.
Low Sprinkle?
Yeah. Leaux. That's Low Sprinkle.
Okay. Y'all go see that. That's on Facebook or Instagram?
Volume 3 ain't out yet. It's coming out at the end of this month. Okay. And it's gonna be on all music platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, whatever you listen to music on, it's gonna be on.
In a different league, girl, please don't try to play me. I ain't one of them niggas you be fucking on the daily. I get in my bag, come on, man, fuck you, say you lazy. You like fuck my bitches, I just want you come to lay with me.